Yeah, look, we got to actually, and first of all, that's not even the whole thing. Why are we only seeing a partial list, a redacted list? So what I'm thinking right now, and a few years ago, I didn't think this way. People say this is a conspiracy theorist mindset. No, it's just a reality awakening based on how the game is played. I think that was actually a deflection. Because it was a way to at least placate the people who have been making demands for a long time to actually avoid releasing. Just give us the full list. Give us the full video footage of what happened inside and outside the prison. Tell us exactly why Jeffrey Epstein was saying before he said, they tried to kill me, I'm not committing suicide. And then what ends up happening is what it looks like his brother actually has offered a different account in recent days. My answer is we deserve a government that tells the people the truth. Lay out the full information, not the partial list, not the redacted list. Why do you need redactions? List the whole thing. We, the people, deserve the truth. We have a government that has systematically lied to us. From the truth of, all the way. It goes back. These are third rails you're not supposed to touch. The truth about Saudi Arabia's involvement in 9/11. All the way to the basis for the war in Iraq. All the way to the basis for the 2008 bailouts. All the way to the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that never was. The Hunter Biden laptop story we were told that was false on the eve of the last election, absolutely true. To the origin of COVID-19, which absolutely did begin as a man-made virus in a lab in Wuhan, which would have been censored if you said as recently as 2.5 years ago. Weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, that's what I was referring to, the basis for the war in Iraq. All the way to how our money's being spent in Ukraine, the truth about what happened on January 6th, which we still don't know. Well, but the extent to which and how, tell us the details, release the video footage. All the way to the Nashville Transgender Shooter Manifesto, which they refused to release. Every other shooter manifesto released except for that one until it got leaked. All the way to the Jeffrey Epstein client list. We deserve a government that tells the people the truth again. And if there's one thing I can promise you as your U.S. president, we will tell you the truth not just when it's easy, but when it's hard. Tell you the truth when it's ugly. That's how we actually rebuild trust in this country. You want to know something? If you want somebody who's actually going to get in there and speak truth to power, start by voting for somebody who's going to speak the truth to you. There's a reason why I'm the only candidate in this race who can say these things. It looks like January 6th, just look at the facts, does increasingly look like it was the product of government entrapment. That's what it looks like. That the client, Gretchen Whitmer, we actually know that was entrapment because it was actually proved by a jury that acquitted 3 of those people. There's a systematic underbelly of the administrative state, the deep state, and the law enforcement apparatus in this country. The only person who can tell you the climate change agenda is a hoax because it has nothing to do with the climate. That the carbon capture pipeline making its way across half this state, including the western and northern part of the state, using eminent domain to seize the land of innocent farmers, is based on incorrect, false, and illegal premises using eminent domain to steal the land from innocent farmers. To tell you Ronna McDaniel needs to resign as the failed chairwoman of the RNC. That all pardon every peaceful protester from January 6th on day 1 in office. To tell you that we'll strip the pharma companies of their special liability shield for liability for vaccine injuries. That I'll strip that in my first term in office. There's a reason why I'm the only candidate who can even tell you these things, because today our politics is corrupt. You need a president who's not bought and paid for by that same system. You need a president who's not bought and paid for. Of course. And hold the bad actors accountable? Yes, we will. I've said my first term in office, first days in office, any government...
Hasan has quoted RP for longer than he's actually played it. Okay, chill out. Oh, there it is.
It's the first batch of sealed court filings related to the late sex trafficker released following a judge's order last month, with dozens more documents soon to be made public. Epstein's circle of associates is well known, but the records provide the public more context about the exclusive world he traveled in while facing accusations of misconduct.
I would say that there's not much new in this, but I do think that it's important that the public have access to the documents because it isn't just about Epstein.
The pages name prominent figures, including Prince Andrew, former Presidents Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, and stem from a civil defamation lawsuit brought in 2015 against Epstein's former girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell. Included are depositions, including one taken in 2016 from Joanna Schoberg, who worked for Epstein. She said in the document that she and Epstein had a conversation, and, quote, he said one time that Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. When asked if Clinton was a friend of Epstein's, she said she understood Epstein had, quote, dealings with Clinton. Clinton has not been accused of any crimes or wrongdoing related to Epstein and has denied any kind of criminal activity. A spokesperson for Clinton on Wednesday reiterated that Clinton knew nothing of Epstein's crimes. Schoberg also recalled a time she was with Epstein on one of his planes, and pilots said he needed to land in Atlantic City. Jeffrey said, great, we'll call up Trump and we'll go to, I don't recall the name of the casino, but we'll go to the casino. She says in the deposition she never gave a massage to Trump. In 2002, Trump called Epstein a terrific guy, but he later said he threw Epstein out of his Mar-a-Lago club. Trump is not accused of any wrongdoing. When CNN asked for a statement, the Trump campaign responded by attacking the media. The documents also contain excerpts of a deposition taken from the woman behind the lawsuit, Virginia Roberts Giuffre, who previously reached an out-of-court settlement in a separate sexual abuse lawsuit.
He also literally said Jeffrey likes him young.
Giuffre alleged in her deposition that she was Epstein's sex slave, and Maxwell directed her to have sexual contact with people, including Prince Andrew and former New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson, who died last year. But Prince Andrew and Richardson have denied wrongdoing. A spokesperson for Richardson denied he had ever met Giuffre.
I think for the survivors and the attorneys who've been working so hard to bring this to light, I do think it gives them a sense of at least some satisfaction.
Donald Trump
and some
said
justice that we're keeping the conversation going.
Giuffre's attorney says the disclosure furthers the important goal of shutting down sex trafficking wherever it exists. And
come on, chap. I can't cover stories like this if you're going to do this.
Closer to that goal. Attorneys for Ghislaine Maxwell, who is serving a 20-year prison sentence, said in a statement on Wednesday she has consistently and vehemently maintained her innocence. Now, this new batch won't be the last batch of documents that we get. We're expecting to receive dozens and dozens more over the next coming days. Wolf?
Kara Scannell reporting for us. Thank you. Coming up, the 5 biggest cities in the United States reporting drops in their homicide rates. We're going to take a closer look at what's going on.
Damn, bro, I thought the police had been defunded. Yeah. Okay, so no updates on the court. They're not covering the new trove of data.